These two teams playing the first of two matchups between them this year. Huskers will return the favor in Columbus a few weeks from now. Nebraska controls the tip. We're underway. Huskers wearing their reds today, which pushed Ohio State to the uniforms they wore in the Auburn game. That did not go well for them. They don't love these uniforms. Williams, the three is good, and a good start for Nebraska.
19 points per ball game for Williams. You also don't want to put him on the line. 90% conversion rate for Williams. That's what makes him such a difficult cover. Now he can set up the shot fake, get in the lane, and create.
Devin Royal driving down the right side of the lane for an easy two.
Well, Royal has just continued to improve and impress, especially on the offensive end of the floor. Gets it done rebounding as well, about 8 per game.
Almost 16 points per game the last 5, and Gary right to the rim for 2. There's Bruce Thornton, one of the best players in the Big Ten Conference. There's no caveat, there's no but. He's just terrific. And John Mobley Jr., that's his 54th made three. No power conference freshman's made more of those.
And you better find him. He's 40% from deep, and he's in the top 5 in the conference in terms of made threes per ball game.
Gel, back it goes to Williams. Push up, Gel for 3. And the offenses have come out on fire early.
And a good job by Buchensel, Kevin, of stepping into that shot. When the pass was coming to him, he got his feet under him, and that allowed him to step into it.
8-5 lead for Nebraska. In the corner, contested 2, rattles off, rebound swatted out to Gary.
Good job of jumping the left hand on Parrish there and forcing him to the baseline.
Here's Williams, chased by Thornton. 12 on the shot clock.
Good job by Thornton moving his feet and showing his hands.
Gary will launch the 3, it rims out. Juwan Gary in the 3-game winning streaks averaging almost 18 per game, but he'd only attempted 7 from 3-point land. He's been so much better driving to the rim.
And it's reflected in his statistics, 28% from behind the arc. Sometimes, Kevin, there's a reason you're open. Drive the ball, especially when you convert from the foul line at 77%.
10 to shoot for Mobley. He'll find Stewart, and Stewart turns it over. Huskers 3 for 4 from the floor. Ohio State 2 of 3. Pretty good start for both offensive squads. Norberg's pass tipped away. Sean Stewart with the steal. Stewart running to the rim for the 2-hand flush. Averages 6 points per game. They'd love to see him get going again. Had 14 against Oregon earlier this year. Wooster with 15 to shoot. Handoff Williams. Got a look around Mobley. That 3 won't go. Mobley got there and was able to challenge.
Able to get over the top of that screen just enough.
There's Thornton. Wooster chasing him. Mobley now to work. Under 10 to shoot. Step back 3 for Mobley is a splash. Uh-oh. He's feeling it early. 6 quick for Mobley.
That's called having the green light.
I would say so. Now Wooster with the Huskers down a pair. Gel in the post, spinning on Royal. Spins again, off the window, and got the bounce.
Nicely done by Buchensel of getting back to that right shoulder and the left hand. Royal tried to knock him off his spot, but unsuccessful.
5 for Berke Buchengel early on the drive. That won't go off the hands of Stewart. 10-10 ball game. Ball poked free by Devin Royal. Scramble for it on the sideline, and we got a whistle out of bounds, and it'll be Ohio State basketball and a timeout. Game already this season with multiple threes, 4th time in the last 5 games, and we're just 4.5 minutes into this one. But he came out confident that has not waned in the first several minutes. Here he is again, chased by Hoiberg. Now Thornton swing it around. The baseline drive into all kinds of traffic. Good defense by Nebraska as Micah Parrish came up empty.
And that's the second time they've done a really good job, Kevin, of jumping that left hand of Parrish and forcing him to the right.
And he entered the weekend tied for the best bench scorer in the Big Ten Conference, and they're going to count that bucket. Aaron Bradshaw, the goaltend, came off the glass and then he hit it.
And that will allow them then, because it was called on the floor, next a dead ball, to go over there and review that.
So Thornton will bring it up the floor for the Buckeyes, down a pair. Nice bounce pass, good find in the corner. That three won't go, but what a feed from Thornton. Good rebound for Devin Royal.
Boy, Royal just has played so hard here in the early going, coming up with some loose balls.
Mobley on the drive, the underhand, and that's an offensive foul on Aaron Bradshaw. Connor Esijan, Sam Hoiberg in the backcourt. Brice Williams with 15 to shoot. Not much going yet for Nebraska in this possession. Inside, though, Williams lost by the Buckeyes.
Brice Williams ended up being the loneliest man in America there in the breakdown of communication defensively by the Buckeyes.
You're going to watch the Super Bowl later today. You're hoping you see a wide receiver for your favorite team that open on the field. 10 to shoot for Thornton. Quiet so far. 5 to shoot. Thornton to work. The runner drops. Man. That's pretty.
And how about the recognition? Sometimes I think the coaching staff of Ohio State has to encourage Thornton to be a little bit more aggressive and selfish. There's a time to be selfish when it's good. That was an outstanding example of that. Shot clock winding down, going nowhere, and you show the ability to hit it off the run.
He's got to be a first-team All-Big Ten guy.
I would think so. He would get my vote.
Esijan, deep three, rattles around at home.
You have to find him, and to try to negate his effectiveness, at least break that rhythm and make him put the ball on the floor.
16 at Washington in the win on Wednesday, and now Gary with a steal. Showtime to the other end.
Nice catch.
Really good work. That pass was ticketed for the first row. 19-12 lead for Nebraska, their largest of the afternoon. Wes Glover off the bench will inbound. Evan Mahaffey also on the floor for the Buckeyes. This is Mahaffey, began at Penn State. And off to Thornton, 10 to shoot, the jump stop, needs some help.
Nice job by Rooster.
Here's Parrish, contested three. Good defense by Nebraska.
You are not getting anything easy in the lane against Nebraska so far this afternoon.
Esijan will leave it for Hoiberg now. Andrew Morgan on the floor. And a cut. Williams with the finish.
Well, Ohio State, that's the second time, Kevin. They just got caught ball watching, and Williams recognized that. Just a straight dive to the rim from the short corner here.
13-2 run for Nebraska. Parrish against the smaller Hoiberg, muscling his way to the rim.
And that's the one time they did not jump the left hand, and that allowed him to get to that strong hand. Sam Hoiberg closed out. He was in the right position, but jumped the wrong hand.
There's Williams working against Mahaffey, spins into the paint, leaning in, tough shot, can't get it to go. Morgan's tip, look who's got it. Williams again, to the rim.
Morgan not able to corral the rebound, Kevin, but he kept it alive, and that allowed Williams to come in, showing you why he's amongst the leading scorers in this league, fourth.
And in the three-game winning streak, 26 points per game for Brice Williams, the reigning Big Ten Player of the Week, already with 11. Thornton Mahaffey now against Hoiberg. The swing around to Parrish from the arc. And the three for Parrish, his first of the afternoon.
He's more than capable out there, 35%.
Wooster turning the corner on Thornton, driving in off the window. Huskers getting some work done at the rim today, Sean.
Yeah, there's been some defensive lapses by Ohio State. Kind of unusual because they're very good in terms of field goal percentage defense on the year, only allowing 41%.
Parrish against Wooster. Count the bucket and the foul.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Mahaffey misses both free throws, and it stays a 2-point game.
A good sign for Ohio State. Remember, Stewart went out of the ball game. He's back in now for the Buckeyes.
Mahaffey now 11 of 28 at the line this year.
Good job of getting right in the gut of that defense.
Mia on the floor now for Nebraska. Here's Buchtengel. Well, wrestling match underneath between Braxton Mia and Evan Mahaffey, and it'll be Mahaffey who picks up the personal foul. His first, team's third. Wooster needs a little help to get this one in, and a whistle and a foul. And Braxton Mia will get the inbound. Here's Williams driving at Yagovin over the big man and rattled home.
That was so difficult, not just because of the length that he had to go over the top, but the angle.
Impressive all the way around, and Williams now with 13. There's Glover, 6 to shoot. Into the paint, the jump stop, off with the jumper, and Mia the rebound. Mobley waiting to come back in for the Buckeyes at the scorer's table in a 4-point game in Lincoln. Ten to shoot for Wooster. Buchtengel, contested three, way off the mark.
Nice job defensively by Ohio State of keeping Nebraska exclusively on the perimeter.
Oh, and Thornton leaning into that contact. When he gets in the open floor, he's outstanding.
And just a really good job of not fading away, but to your point, Kevin, initiating the contact and then nice soft touch around the rim.
He's been so much more efficient this year. He averages 1 fewer shot than last year, but 2 points per game more than last season.
That's what happens when you shoot 52% and 46% from deep. You become a 3-level scorer.
Brice Williams turnaround jumper. That one, difficult shot. Couldn't get it to drop. Buckeyes looking for the tie or the lead. Glover thought about that three. Just 8 of 23 this year.
That's one where it was good to have a second thought.
Yeah. Yagovin, the big man from deep. 2 for 7 on the season for Yagovin.
He might have been better served to have a second thought there.
My life's been filled with second thoughts. Ball taken away. Micah Parrish off the steal to the rim. They're going to count the bucket and a chance for one more at the line. And what a start for Micah Parrish. His high is 22 at Purdue. You talk about a guy with experience, though, Sean. This is his 158th career game today.
And a lot of those games being on the winning end, which is something important if you're going to bring somebody into the program. He was at San Diego State, where they regularly made deep runs into the tournament. A couple years ago, went all the way to the Final Four.
4 3-point possessions for Ohio State in this first half. Here's Buchtengel with Nebraska now down 1. Bounce to Hoiberg in the corner for 3. And Nebraska 3 of 8 from 3 in this first half. Down 1 at home.
And the next time down the floor, if I'm Nebraska, I'm going to make sure that it's Brice Williams taking the shot. He's been kind of quiet here after a nice start offensively.
Mobley, not quiet. He's got 8.
And he kind of landed awkwardly, too. Came up holding that right ankle. So if you're Nebraska right now, with the siege and guarding him, you might want to just try to test that ankle and see if he can move laterally.
12-2 run, pushing Ohio State to a 3-point lead. Drop off to Mia, running to the rim. Count the bucket and the foul. Oh my!
Defensively, he was really stout. And Ohio State's been able to get a little bit more comfortable since he went out of the game. And Braxton Mia didn't look like a 23% foul shooter there.
That's his 4th make of the year at the line in 14 attempts. Thornton backing up to Mobley for 3. That ankle must feel all right. He's got 11.
Doesn't need a whole lot of room. You better be there on the catch, and again, try to negate that as best as possible by making him put the ball on the floor.
Williams back down to Mia, but it's tipped away. Good anticipation by Sean Stewart. Colin White on the floor for the first time for the Buckeyes. Mobley finds Stewart inside, and the foul called on Buchtengel. So Stewart to the line, just 56% on the year, his first attempts of the afternoon. He's on every single minute of the day, it seems like.
He always looks dapper.
Oh, he looks terrific. I mean, that goes without saying.
Compared to your partner, who is the human hamper.
I'm just happy you were dressed today.
Yeah.
Esigen's deep 3, long rebound. Mia tips it up to Buchtengel. Second chance for the Huskers. Down by 4. Hoiberg drops it for Mia. Trying to dislodge Stewart. He got caught by the bottom of the rim, but a foul on Sean Stewart, his second. Braxton Mia is 3 for 3. That is a sentence not uttered this year on any broadcast.
Doubling his made free throws
in 1/2.
1/2.
Mobley harassed by Williams with 13 to shoot, gets rid of it to Parrish. Parrish trying to find room on Esigen, fades away, and a good rebound, but Mahaffey can't follow it up. Then a foul on Mahaffey. His second, and a 1-and-1 on the other end for Esigen. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Esigen, no good, and the rebound Mahaffey. So Esigen, an 84% free throw shooter, misses. Mia, 3 of 13, is now 3 for 3 at the line.
I guess it's time to get right with the man. We're seeing all kinds of things.
It's all happening today. Mobley giving it back to Bradshaw, and Bradshaw collision inside. That'll be a foul. Mia, now they've switched it to Buchtengel. Three-point game in Lincoln. Kind of what we expected to see from these two teams.
And you mentioned the scoring drought with the foul situation of Gary. You know, another guy needs to get going here is Brice Williams. He had a ton of points early, just hasn't been able to shake loose here recently.
Boy, Ulis had the ball his whole time, pulled up for the shot, and the rebound Bradshaw. 90 seconds to go until halftime. Thornton trying to find room against Brice Williams. 10 to shoot. Mobley against Ulis. Mia shows.
Mia, nicely done.
Now Thornton off the shot fake, gets to the elbow for a 2.
And that's big time. Not just the shot fake, but Kevin, he didn't take that extra dribble, which would allow the defender to get over there and actively contest it. Wonderful job of hitting that elbow under control.
I mean, you see the efficiency of Thornton in everything he does. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Braxton Mia. 5-point lead for Ohio State, under a minute to play in the half. Thornton on the lob, Bradshaw can't finish. Jake Diebler wanted a foul. He can't believe there wasn't a whistle.
Really good job, though, by Bradshaw sprinting back.
Hoiberg nowhere to go with it. Ulis will have to reset with 15 to shoot.
Yeah, Williams has to take this. I mean, I don't care how many ball screens. He's the one that's got to take this shot.
Step back for 3 over Parrish. Can't get it to go. Final seconds of this half. Thornton finds Bradshaw inside. Can't get it to go. Ball loose. Jacobson up with it for Nebraska. 8 seconds to go. Jacobson fending off the steal attempt. Hoiberg for 3. White the rebound. Ohio State 3/4 court heave. no good. Halftime arrives and a 5-point advantage for Ohio State. Thornton in that first half with 8, but he really orchestrated everything for Ohio State. Remember, second half was his time last time out against Maryland at 21 in the second half. Mobley, the jumper won't go, and there's Williams for the rebound.
Nice block out by Hoiberg as well.
Nebraska down by 5. They've led by as much as 9. This match is the largest lead for Ohio State. And Hoiberg saving that errant pass. 13 to shoot. Wooster trying to post up against Thornton. Turns, fades away, and the rebound tipped out by Gary to Thornton.
Nice job defensively by Thornton.
Here's Parrish, got open for 3, and he'll hit it.
Yeah, just a breakdown in communication, and again, able to use that rhythm dribble with his left hand and then step in to the lefty jumper.
Having one of his best offensive games as a Buckeye. And Nebraska in real trouble early, down 8, 42-34. Double comes at Buchtengel. Here's Gary towing the line for a 3, and it splashes down.
Well, that was a difficult catch, too.
What a big bucket for Nebraska. First points for Juwan Gary since halfway through that first half.
And the next time he catches it on that wing out there, maybe a shot fake and dribble drive.
Trying to lob it down low, and a whistle's called. So Wooster sits down with his 3rd foul. Hoiberg almost got it. Mobley off his foot on the ground. Kept the dribble alive. Diving for it. Thornton walks the tightrope. Crowd wanted to travel. Thornton short on the 2. Williams the rebound.
I mean, Gary was just demanding the ball. He wants to go right at the freshman.
Turns into a double. Somehow got it up and down anyway.
Isosceles could not have encountered that angle.
Mobley to quiet the crowd, a little strong, and the crowd will continue. 3-point game in Lincoln.
Yeah, like it go right back to what served you well in Gary. Oh, that's a foul. Boy, Stewart grabbed Gary on the cut.
And Gary looking for a chance at the rebound. Had a good box out, and Micah Parrish picks up his first. There's Williams. Buchtengel the 3. This game is tied at 42.
If I'm Ohio State, the guy with the ball right now is going to be the person to take the shot.
Here he goes to work, and a foul. Here's Stewart. Gary stays out there with the 3 fouls. You've seen the difference in Nebraska with him on the floor. 8-0 run for Nebraska. Parrish going past Gary to the well for 2.
You cannot allow him to get to that left hand. That was just a mental lapse there by Gary, and he knows it on the way back. You have to jump that left hand and force him right, because when he's been able to get that shoulder by, it's over.
Here's Williams on the attack. Tried to drop it off, but nobody there. Mobley will start it up for the Buckeyes, who lead by 2. Parrish has had the hot hand. He's got 19. Now Thornton sizing up Gary. Mobley against Buchtengel. Tough pass, finds Parrish for 3. And the rebound to Nebraska. Here's Gary. Driving to the rim, that's a foul. So if Ohio State wins, put it all on the Eagles today, they're going to win the Super Bowl, guaranteed.
Especially the guy there wearing his Wilbert Montgomery
yes.
coat.
Was utter disgust after missing that free throw. And he missed them both. And Parrish, or rather Stewart, secures it for Ohio State. 2-point game, good ball game in Lincoln. Thornton, short on that shot.
It's very rare to see him kind of leave things short there. Shot put that thing rather than release it cleanly.
Siege in deep three. And the rebound by Royal. Good to see Devin Royal back out there. They tested that ankle during halftime. Good to go. Parrish for three. And Gary the rebound.
Nice block out by Gary on Royal.
Williams trying to get it going again. Had 13 early in this one. He's been quiet for a while.
He's been quiet offensively, but he's the leading rebounder so far for the Cornhuskers with 8.
Buchtengel spins baseline. I think he was surprised he was so open. Gary short on that offensive try, and the rebound to Parrish. Royal pushed out with the double. Now Mobley. Here's Parrish, 10 to shoot, inside to that left hand again.
That's just a breakdown. You have to attack, and I know it's counterintuitive because you don't have nearly as many left-handed players, but he has shown you when he's able to get to that left hand, he is going to make you pay. And at the beginning of the ball game, I thought that the Cornhuskers did a really good job of taking it away.
Good find inside. Buchtengel with good early position. 2-point game again. Thornton will walk it up. Here's Parrish again. One shy of his career high and an offensive foul. Stewart knew it.
With some of the intangibles really important for Ohio State, and his absence was noticeable in the last 10 minutes.
It really was. They were so happy to get him back. You and I almost got run over by him behind the arena here when we stepped out at halftime.
Pulled a hammy just trying to get out of the way.
10 to shoot. Williams back out. Buchtengel for three. An air ball.
And he was fighting his feet, and then on the release he was fading back.
Not a good recipe.
No.
That guy's content to take a little time getting set up in the half court. Just 3 for 9 from the floor in this second half. Mobley, tough scoop, lobbing it underneath. Bradshaw corrals it, and a whistle. Each team's whistled for 3 fouls in the second half. The inbound comes to Devin Royal. Royal, jump stop, Gary, good challenge. It ends up in the hands of Parrish underneath, and Parrish with a new career high of 23.
It's a disappointing sequence right there for Nebraska because an outstanding contest by Gary deflected the initial offering. They just weren't able to clean it up.
Here's Gary turning the corner, driving into Bradshaw, and that'll be a foul on Aaron Bradshaw. His second, 4th team foul. Go back at the line for 2, and he gets the kind roll this time. 2 for 2 this trip for Juwan Gary, in a 2-point game again in Lincoln. Gary with 7 second half points. Micah Parrish has scored all 9 second half points for Ohio State. A one-on-one game breaking out. Royal, a little bit strong on the shot, and Wooster cleans the glass. This Siege to a cutting Gary in the paint, blocked away by Bradshaw. Really good challenge. And now Thornton, we got a whistle, and it's going the other way. That'll be a foul on Devin Royal.
Especially with, I'm sorry, Kevin, especially with Mobley out of the game now, defensively, if you're Nebraska, you don't have to be nearly as cognizant of the dribble and kick 3.
Glover all over Wooster, really making him work up the floor. And a foul on Glover.
Patience pays off.
It really does. Remember that story, kids. Inspiration.
And Ohio State showing a little bit of a zone look here.
We saw them do this a couple of possessions in the first half. Now Nebraska got it to Gary the first time. They get it to Gary this time for 3 against that zone, and Morgan with a rebound for the Huskers.
Ooh, that's a dangerous pass. I thought.
And a Sejan with 2.
Boy, that was about 6 inches away from being a steal and going the other way.
Tied at 48 instead. First points for a Sejan since he hit his first shot of the game. Sejan diving for it. Glover fights it away. Spins a tough pass, and it ends up with Parrish for 3.
Yeah, to your point, that's an excellent point, Kevin. That pass was kind of off to his hip. That allowed the defender to get out and contest.
Here's Sejan driving again. Looking for help. We're going to reset this. Morgan.
Oh, good pass.
Here's Brice Williams. Handoff to Gary. A lot of players in a tight area.
That's one. They ran that post up specifically for Williams, for him to shoot it. He needs to do so.
Again, only 1 shot in the second half for Brice Williams. No points in over 16 minutes of action. Thornton for 3. And a Sejan the rebound, stuck on 48 each. Morgan wanted to get it to Brice Williams. He couldn't. Now Williams to work. Steps back. Got an open look for 3. Ball loose. Morgan diving for it. Wooster scoops it up, and now Nebraska will set it up. Inside. Morgan for 2 in the lead.
Well-deserved easy basket for Morgan, because that's the second time in the last 3 sequences.
Bruce Thornton 0 for 3 from the floor in this second half. Royal going to work inside against Buchtengel. Feels like it's about Thornton time,
yes.
Sean.
We've kind of felt that for a while.
Yeah. Thornton going to work, sizing up Wooster. Gets into the paint. And now 0 for 4 in the second half. Got a good look, though.
You'll live with that. Certainly if you're Ohio State. Good help there by Thornton, because White had lost the Sejan.
Now Sejan running through the lane, and a good pocket pick, diving out of bounds, and it's going to be Ohio State ball off Nebraska.
If Thornton doesn't come over there and read that, that's an open 3 opportunity for a Sejan.
And now Mobley will go to work. Tough skip across to Colin White. Back it goes, the 3 in the corner, and Morgan the rebound. Royal trying to find the range, just a 26% shooter. Wooster in a 2-point game. Here's Williams. He'll go to work, into the lane, off balance, and it drops anyway.
But he didn't settle. He could have taken a fairly difficult perimeter shot, but he had his momentum going toward the rim. Did the right thing with it.
8-0 run. Stewart can't get the kind roll, and it ends up with Wooster. Here's Williams. Driving again. Count it! And the foul!
Good recognition in transition. Williams understands he has the inexperienced White on him, and he just attacks that inside foot. Goes right to the rim. Chance for an and 1.
4 quick for Williams, and now 18 on the afternoon.
And 1 rebound shy of a double-double.
And Nebraska back up to a 7-point lead. Their largest is 9. Ohio State's largest is 8. And Williams got a finger on that. Mobley, fancy dribbling, gets to the logo for 2. That was nifty.
Because that possession was going absolutely nowhere.
Until the freshman took it over. You can pen him into the Big Ten All-Freshman team this year. Back it goes to Wooster. kick into the corner. Buchtengel. The three rattles around and home.
How about freezing the defender with the ball fake? They thought he was going to skip it. The defender tried to jump it to help out on the perimeter player, a little bit more extended to the elbow. That allowed him to get a cleaner look.
Mobley, his three will fall. What an answer for John Mobley Jr. Here's Buchtengel. 15 to shoot for the Huskers. Now Williams with 10 to shoot, sizing up Sean Stewart. Push into the corner. Buchtengel has to hoist the three, and Royal the rebound. Good defensive possession for the Buckeyes. Not much going for Nebraska there. Mobley against Morgan. Out it goes to Parrish, waits for traffic to clear and hits the three. .623 to go in this second half. Trying to overcome a tremendous game from Micah Parrish. 26 points, 12 of the 17 that Ohio State scored in the second half. Williams against Mobley. 9 to shoot for Nebraska. Now 5 on the shot clock. Wooster, one-on-one, lost his footing, lost the ball, and a timeout taken. Wooster has to inbound this.
And the shot
clock started before the ball was inbounded. Williams at the free throw line. That's a shot clock violation. Didn't get the shot off in time with the regather, and so a turnover to Ohio State.
And again, if Parrish doesn't come out there and obstruct his vision, he's going to get that shot off in time. But because he had to hesitate, it results in a shot clock violation.
2-point game with 5:48 to go. Thornton over to Mobley. The runner from the elbow, just a little bit short. Ball loose to Buchtengel, and then turned over, diving for it, Mahaffey, and it goes out of bounds to Nebraska. He's paid by the swipe. He's going to be really enjoying a good day.
Send him over to my house. Really earn his money.
Here's Williams against Mobley. Double comes from Parrish. Ball poked free and out of bounds.
What a job by Parrish to help out.
10 to shoot. Here's Williams. 3. Off the mark. Rebound Mobley.
Didn't stick his follow through. Kind of pulled his hand back there, Kevin.
Mobley's got 16. In it goes. Double run at Stewart. Swing around to Parrish. Career high 26 today for Parrish. Step back 3. Rebounded Buchtengel, and a foul called underneath. I believe Stewart. Thursday, the Huskers are back on the floor here in Lincoln to take on Maryland. Coverage begins at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. That game looming kind of underlines the importance of this week for Nebraska. Ohio State and Maryland both at home, both really challenging games, and you're seeing that challenge here this afternoon.
And Maryland will be coming in with some momentum after their win earlier today on BTN against the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers.
Where is Thornton? Here he is. Will he get it started?
Good help by Williams. Nice team defense between Williams and Gary.
7 to shoot now for the Buckeyes. Here's Mahaffey. One dribble, wrap around, Parrish underneath, foul. Third foul on Buchtengel, and Parrish to the line to try to add to his career high 26. 4 from range. 1 for 2 that trip to the line. A 3-point game coming up on 4 minutes to go in Lincoln. Hoiberg tripped up. Sam Hoiberg has shot 57% from the floor entering play today. Not a volume scorer, but an efficient one.
He's also been efficient with the basketball. 2-to-1 assist turnover ratio for Sam Hoiberg.
Gets the bonus after the make on the front end. Two for two for Hoiberg, and the coach's son pushes Nebraska to a 5-point advantage with 4 minutes to go in Lincoln. Mobley, deep three from Crete. It drops in. Good to have you with us coming down to the wire in a good battle between two teams that Mike DeCourcy has pegged right now in the NCAA tournament. A win here would certainly help each of these teams in that quest. Quad one opportunity for both today. Here's Hoiberg, stops, finds Wooster for an open three, and he hits!
Nice set coming out of that dead ball situation, and Hoiberg did the right thing. Drove, drew the defense, played off 2 feet, and delivered the pass right where Wooster needed it.
Just 22% on the year. That's his 9th made three of the season. What a time for it if you're a Nebraska fan. Glover hesitates. Wes Glover blocked off by Wooster, and he uses the final Ohio State timeout. Parrish off the inbound from Thornton. Thornton has been quiet. Only 8 points today. 2 to shoot. Mobley contested three. Won't go. Excellent defense by Nebraska.
Good block out down there on the baseline as well by Gary.
Williams working it up against Mahaffey. Slaps his hand away. 15 to shoot. Now picked up on a switch by Stewart. 9 on the shot clock. Williams at the logo. Contested 2. Falls easily.
Boy,
Big time play.
Yeah, he went, as we've talked about earlier, 15 minutes of clock time without scoring, but that's not been the case recently.
And Thornton on the drive. He'll end up going to the free throw line. A foul on Raleigh Wooster. And Thornton still scoreless in the second half. Adjusts and gets the second free throw to fall. Remember, Buckeyes have no more timeouts. Nebraska does not want the clock to stop. Wooster needs a little help. Trapped in that corner, and he may have to use one of the 2 remaining for Nebraska, and he does. Now the Huskers get it back in the hands of Wooster, but he picks up the dribble. Needs some help from Williams, and the Huskers get across. But then Mobley in there to tip it away. It'll stay with Nebraska. 13 to shoot, 2:04 to play.
Nice pursuit there by Mobley, because Thornton did his job in stopping the dribble. He impeded the path of Wooster, and then that allowed the back tap from Mobley.
Mobley's been terrific today. Wooster into Williams, driving baseline, draws the foul. 2:03 to go, and Williams to the line. In the 3-game winning streak, his 12th game of 20-plus points or more is the most ever in the Fred Hoiberg era at Nebraska. In the corner, Parrish's three will fall. How about the day Micah Parrish has had? 30 points.
Yeah, and Williams, 90% from the line. Shot clock at approaching 10. Do not give it up.
Here he goes. Shot clock now under 10 at 8. Williams on the drive inside. There's the foul. 23 points, 10 rebounds for Brice Williams. Seven-point advantage. Here's Mobley, open three. That one won't go, and a good box out by Gary, who gets the rebound. He's fouled.
Good block out, and then the other thing he did to complete the play, went after it with 2 hands.
Huskers with their largest lead. Good time for it with 1:10 to go. Thornton inside. Mahaffey to the rim for a 2-hand flush. Wooster will scramble, gets it in quickly to Buchtengel. In some trouble again.
Boy, that's a dangerous pass.
Hoiberg gets it to Gary for the flush. Break the press and an easy 2 on the other end. Buckeyes need points and they need them quick. Thornton still not a field goal in the second half. Buchtengel got rid of it to Hoiberg, and that's a foul. 46.2 to go. That'll be on Mobley.
3 of 6 from deep. 15 points, also getting it done on the window. 6 boards.
Second best scoring game, matching what he did against St. Mary's as a Husker. And Mahaffey count the bucket and a chance for one more with the clock stopped and 38 seconds to play.
He responded, especially in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half, making his presence known offensively with those strong drives to the rim.
11 points, 4 rebounds in the second half, really making a big impact for Nebraska. Wooster inbound to Williams. Williams in trouble in the corner, throws that one into dangerous territory, and it's tipped out of bounds. So it'll be Wooster who will inbound to Brice Williams. Williams trapped, no timeouts, jumps it across. Gary is there. Gary to the rim for the exclamation point for Nebraska. And the Huskers with the 10-point lead, 22 seconds to go, and the last thing they wanted to see was a foul, and Hoiberg now for Mobley.
5 of 10 from deep.
Wooster, little bobble on the dribble. And now Nebraska can just dribble this one out. Huskers came from 8 down early in the second half and have won their 4th straight game. 79-71. Nebraska protects its home court with an 8-point win over the Ohio State Buckeyes.